Hey everyone, this is Rose Sanchez, founder and creator of Flocally, right next to Antonio J. Medina, our beloved vice president. And we are here with Peter Alexander, the third place winner of our film freeway competition, his film called The Last Weekend.
Hi, as Rose said, my name is Peter Alexander. I directed the film, and I'm here with one of our producers on the project. His name's Michael Grady, who was also a supporting role in the film as well.
I'm Michael Grady. As Peter said, I'm the producer on the film, and it was a pretty fun project. Looking forward to doing more projects with Peter as we go along.
Well, first of all, let me congratulate you on your project. I really enjoyed watching it. I kid you not, it gave me a little bit of American Pie vibes, so you guys brought me back.
Oh my gosh, me too. I was about to say the same.
Yes, on that same note, I really want to know what really inspired you guys to make this particular project.
It was something that, like, the characters and the story and the timeline of which when it took place was kind of where I was in my life at that time. I was finishing college, and a lot of my friends were, and we were sort of in a place in our lives at that time where a lot of people were sort of back in town, and it was something that, when in college we didn't really have a lot of that. And so when everybody was back, it was we were sort of having that reunion feeling a little bit, and that beach that we shot at was a place that we used to go to a lot in high school, and those kinds of gatherings and people were just sort of loosely based on a lot of people I knew growing up. And I just kind of wanted to try something that was different and fun, and just sort of kind of show the laid back, just sort of like summer feeling that you get sort of for the last time before you either move or you go on and do other things with school or work or whatever you're doing. And so I kind of just was interested in the concept of people sort of having this last hurrah before they embark on whatever they're going to do in their futures.
That sounds right on target.
I've heard so many stories of people that are like on that time of their life where they're about to go to college, and it's like so much going on. And I don't know, I think it was really fun, and just like he said, it did give me some American Pie vibes. The movie shows importance about friendship and memories. I want to go a little bit more deep into this film discussion. It's not only just to discuss the movies, but also to put a little bit about ourselves as artists. So I want to ask you, what does friendship and memories mean for you?
It means a lot. A lot of the friends that I'm still close with to this day, I've been friends with for a long time. Really back towards like middle school is a lot of the people that are still kind of important in my life today. And when I got a little older, I think like naturally you sort of kind of go off and do different things, but what's important, I think, and what feels great is those times when everybody gets back together. And I think it depends on who you are and who your friends are and the people in your life, but when you're all get back in the same room and it's like you didn't miss a beat, and you just kind of pick up where you left off, that's great. It doesn't happen all the time with everyone, but going into a film like this, that was kind of the concept, like with the individual groups where they sort of wouldn't miss a beat, but the larger scale of having everybody together, there sort of was this little bit of disconnect time because they hadn't been together in such a long time, and I kind of wanted to play around with that rediscovery and where their lives went, how they are as people now, and how they've changed since they've last seen each other. And sometimes it feels more gradual, depending on who they are and your relationships with them, comparatively to people that maybe you weren't super close with and you didn't spend a lot of time with, but now you get back together and it's like, wow, they've changed a lot, and sometimes maybe they haven't changed at all. And I think there's upsides and downsides to both of those things, depending on who the person is and what they're doing or not doing at the time.
I feel that connections is what makes us human, right? Yeah. And that reminds me, we're actually working on this project called Project Human, which emphasizes mental health. And it talks a lot about taking care of human beings, especially the ones that surround us and like support us.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, as a filmmaker myself, I've been part of a couple projects. I've had some very interesting experiences when it comes to all of a sudden experience some kind of hardship or some unforeseen element that just comes across or amidst filming or shooting, right? Yeah. There's always things that comes up. So what is something that, you know, that presented itself while you were, you know, in this production doing it, that was more of a hardship, and how did you resolve it? How did you work around it, or how did you embrace it?
Well, you know, there was a lot of different things, I would say. You know, weather was probably the one thing that weighed over a lot of it, because it was shot in the summer 2 years ago. July of 19 is when we started the project. And it was on a beach in the summer in South Florida, so as you know, it's a little warm. And that was an issue, and the weather too, just trying to, like, with the constant rain in and out, that was an issue, given the fact that it was you know, a student film as well. We didn't have much money at all to really pull it together, so to try to get everybody back time after time after time to do it was a challenge. Plus, I think the big thing with the project that changed a lot was when it was first written, it was written as a short film. And it wasn't going to be what it was. And we shot, was it 4 days?
4 days in total on opposite weekends.
Right, we shot 4 days, two weekends. And then we kind of started working on it, and throughout the fall into early 2020, we basically said, kind of just wanted,
You said it.
Yeah, I wanted to grow on it and expand it into what it became, and, you know, our 4-day shoot became about 30 in total, and it was just bringing people back little by little, time after time. And that is, you know, when you don't have the money and the resources, that's a challenge. And when you don't have weather on your side most of the time, that's a challenge. Shooting pretty much the whole thing on location outside was tough. And, you know, it took a lot of resilience from everybody to be, one, willing to be able to put up with 100-degree heat and humidity and bugs day after day in the sun. I mean, that was tough. And then also just to be able to, you know, not have a lot of resources backing you and a lot of things that maybe you would need, and to have to kind of think outside the box and be creative and how to pull stuff off. But, you know, without everyone, without the whole team, and every single person, it wouldn't happen. It really was a group effort, this kind of chain reaction day by day to get everything we needed done. And I'm grateful for that. We had an incredible group of people working on this from day one.
Let me say something, and I'm going to say this from the bottom of my heart. I can understand your pain when you say weather.
Yeah.
I was part of a project that also started as a short film, ended up being a feature, and part of this reasoning was the weather. You know, we had to reshoot so many times. So trust me, I understand and feel your pain from the bottom of my heart.
It's tough. It could be real challenging, and especially, you know, it's just like it's sunny 1 minute and you're shooting and it's perfect, and then 2 seconds later a typhoon comes through or something, and you're just like absorbed in it. I mean, it's fun to play with.
Falls over on the makeup artist.
Yeah, our tents were blowing over and going everywhere, and our equipment was like, because we were shooting a lot of it too, like, you know, in the ocean at night for some of this stuff, and we're out there in rafts and boats, and things are shorting out on us and not working, and like the waves were bad at times, and it was like we got it, but it was.
And you also had multiple actors in the water at night.
And, yeah, it was
in the ocean.
Yeah, it was tough. It was fun, but it was tough. Yeah, it was a real mosh pit.
You know, it makes me feel some kind of way that some people don't believe in magic. It's like, look how you just take a very creative mind and the determination to make something happen. And you just go ahead and do it. It doesn't matter how many obstacles like you face, you still find a way. And I'm just glad that you mentioned that this all wouldn't be possible without the team. I want you to please take a moment to give credit to some of your friends and connect with your audience?
Well, this guy right here, Mike, has been kind of my right side man, right hand man. There you go. Since day one on this. I mean, it was a long ride and a lot of shooting and a lot of different places and days and people and coordination. And you know, he's just been really helpful.
Sleepless nights.
A lot of sleepless nights. And you know, when it comes to a film crew, I've said this about him before to other people, that he's like one of the most versatile people you can have on set. Where, you know, he can be working in the camera department and then going to lighting, and then going to construction or set building and whatever. You can really do whatever you need.
Set the act.
And can act, because he was in it. And so that was great. My co-editor on the project, Ahi Black, who was working with us a lot as well as an actor, was great. Kevin, and just the whole cast. I mean, it was kind of an ensemble piece, so there was a lot of them. But you know, our whole post-production team, our casts, our crew, our makeup artists, everybody that really went through the ringer with us on it to do it. And really big thanks as well to the people that worked in sound on this project, because the whole thing being shot outside in the wind was borderline impossible to grab real audio. So the whole film was actually ADR'd, and every line, every sound, every little thing,
every footstep you heard in the sand.
Yeah, everything was done in post. And so we had to bring everybody back for that and spent many hours working on sound design and experimenting with different things. And that
in this same room.
In this room, yeah. And it took a lot of resilience. So just everyone that was a part of the project, in little way to big way, our extras, everyone that was willing to put in time on it was fantastic.
I wanted to ask you, do you have any upcoming projects, something that you're planning to like put out there, any teaser you would like to give us?
We're working on a film right now. It's kind of we shot it a couple weeks ago. We still have a couple more little things to finish filming. I don't want to say too much on it, but think Monty Python meets like an R-rated Saturday Night Live. It's a dark comedy.
Ooh.
Sounds super interesting to me.
That sounds very interesting.
We should have that out sometime this winter.
You guys have any trailers or something?
Not yet. No, we're just starting to get into post-production now.
Make sure you send that my way. Okay, thank you very much.
What's some good links or resources that your audience could follow you if they wanted to? Where can they go find your latest news and information on your projects?
Sure. I would say the most common place that we post things onto the projects is our Instagram page. It's just Argos Films. That's it. No cap spaces, underscores, anything like that. And also our website, alexanderproductions as well, .com. So those are the two places that we post the most stuff with our projects. We're also establishing a new website for the company, but that's not ready yet. So I'll let you guys know when that happens as well. Instagram, Argos Films.
All right, awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Sure, thank you.
Okay, guys, is there any advice that you would like to give to any artists out there?
Just keep going. That I would say that's the biggest thing. And I know it's a cliche, but it's a tough business. It's a tough thing to do. But if you really want to do it, just don't let anything stand in your way. Don't let anyone stand in your way. Don't let the weather stand in your way. Just be resilient. And when you have a goal in mind, I think the best thing that you can do is refuse to give up till you meet it. And if that means your 4-day shoot becomes 30 days, if that means you're running out of money that maybe you want to take a vacation with or something, be resilient, because it's not something that's just going to happen. It's a very unorthodox career choice. Go to school, don't go to school, work on professional sets, write your way in, whatever. There's a lot of different ways to do it, but the one thing that I think stands true is resilience and just pushing, not stopping.
Amen. Thank you for those beautiful words.
Well, thank you guys for listening to this. I appreciate it. Thank you for checking out our film. If you haven't, feel free to check it out. It's called The Last Weekend. And thank you to Rose, and thank you to Antonio as well, and the Flocally Film Festival. So I appreciate you guys and everyone watching.
Can you stand up and show me that shirt? I want to see how it looks on you.
Sure, yeah.
Rocking the Flocally shirt.
Well, thank you
Love
very
it.
much, guys. Have a beautiful night, and please keep creating and keep daring to inspire.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Will do. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Have a good one, guys.